crowd at Muse's Mount.
Line winding well beyond the horizon.
Mighty and the meek.
On a fool's crusade.
Heuristic parade.
All made equal as they seek.
A cryptic fate to evade.
Sneaking one fleeting peek.
Behind time's curtain.
And they're emerging looking.
And they're emerging looking.
And they're emerging looking.
Even more uncertain.
Even more uncertain. They come to banish their blues.
Collecting useless future clues.
Catch a sketch of tomorrow's news.
Which of these avenues shall I choose?
I rush into battle.
Win or lose?
How do I know?
If any of this is true.
Are the gods my undoing?
The gods my undoing.
Are the gods my undoing?
Or is it you?
No answer makes sense when.
The answer makes sense.
No answer makes sense when.
Questions confused.
When the question's confused. Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
For a spot of riddles and rhymes.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Answers never seem to apply.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Advice you're bound to defy.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Whatever they try.
Whatever they try.
Prophesy.
Whatever they try.
Prophesy. I'd seen all the tragedies.
The future, it never ends well.
I'd been to all the mystery.
Had Kypion on a half shell.
Not sure what I was looking for.
What would Pythia have in store?
What would Pythia have in store?
Maybe an ambiguous turn of phrase.
You changed my soul evermore.
Well, Delphi, it's on any bucket list.
Yeah, Delphi, it's on any bucket list.
One of those destinations
Not
to be missed.
So I sat at the feet of the oracle,
She deeply inhaled the fume,
and she asked me for a riddle.
but I could only hum the tune.
I asked her if all of these equations.
We're merely the sums of our creation.
Then she said,
Take this up in your head.
and she said,
Take this up in your head.
the only true gold is information.
The only true gold is information.
Your world's not made out of particles.
Your world's not made out of particles.
Your world's not made out of particles.
Your mind is made in their relation.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
For a spot of riddles and rhymes.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Answers never seem to apply.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Advice down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Whatever they try.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
For a spot of riddles and rhymes.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Answers never seem to apply.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Advice you're bound to defy.
Down to Delphi.
Down to Delphi.
Whatever they try.
Whatever they try.
Whatever they try.
Prophesy.
Whatever they try.
Whatever they try.
To prophesy.
Earth.
Or,
Water.
or,
Fire.
or,
Air.
error,
Airlift underground.
airlift underground.
Say auditory hallucinations?
No, I said airlift underground. Rising to the moon on a hot air balloon.
Flying by at the speed of sound. I am the gas bag.
And I am the basket case. But Betty never shirked, never shirked, never shirked. But Betty never shirked, never shirked, never shirked. But Betty never shirked a day of work.
She was the picture of the perfect clerk.
She knew at the bureau that mum's the word.
No matter what secrets might be overheard.
She never typed off key.
Or misplaced her smile.
Misspelled a memo.
Or lost a file.
Or lost a file.
Lost a file. The bosses came.
And bosses went.
Outlasted 13 presidents.
But Betty played the undercover charade.
As half a century slipped by,
Mysteries mastered,
history made.
while her unwatched eyes
Unwatched eyes,
spied on the FBI.
unwatched eyes.
Spied on the FBI. Precious treasures collecting dust.
Up in Betty's attic,
Alien alloys that never rust.
up in Betty's attic.
A month would not be nearly enough.
Catalog Betty's attic.
Oh, you wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
Oh, you would believe even half the stuff.
Up in Betty's attic.
Up in Betty's attic. Now Betty knew the name of every agent hired.
Baked cakes for the burnt out, fired and retired.
She knew what every coded message meant.
And all the hidden passages in the vent.
The closets with skeletons later.
How the bugs were wired.
The bugs were wired.
To catch every word.
How the bugs were wired.
To catch every word.
She was the Bureau's pride and joy.
But Betty was a mole on a deep cover mission.
Moonlighting covertly in the employ.
The Arcturian diplomatic delegation.
She also drew paychecks from the Romulans.
The Dogon
Dogon.
and the Grave.
And if you had those serious means,
Why, if you had those serious means.
my Betty had the way.
Betty had the way. Precious treasures collecting dust.
Up in Betty's attic.
Alien alloys that never rust.
Up in Betty's attic.
A month would not be nearly enough.
Catalog Betty's attic.
You wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
You wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
No, you wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
Up in Betty's attic.
Up in Betty's attic.
Well, Betty collected her own evidence.
Her paranormal stash was beyond immense.
She had artifacts dated centuries hence.
Souvenirs from all sort of impossible events.
She had Bigfoot's very rare little toe.
Roadmaps of Atlantis.
And orb that glow.
Half a dozen chunks of pure philosopher's stone.
And a fortune in uncut kryptonite alone.
Cursed monkey paws.
Loch Ness jaw.
Wizard wand.
And vampire fangs.
Vintage vinyl from the final.
Concert criticism and Orpheus sings.
6 pickled pairs of angel wings.
Yeah, 6 pickled pairs of angel wings.
And an array of automatic boomerangs. 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 Boingity 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 boing boing boingity 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 boing. Boingity boingity boomerang.
Betty was found without a breath.
Her collection passed to Goodwill and dispersed.
They never knew was that it wasn't death.
She'd only transferred to another universe.
So if you closely encounter something strange,
Shimmering on your thrift store shelf.
it's worth at least a pocket full of change.
It's worth at least a pocket full of change.
Snag some attic stash for yourself.
Snag some attic stash for yourself.
Snag some attic stash for yourself.
Precious treasures collecting dust.
Up in Betty's attic.
Alien alloys that never rust.
Up in Betty's attic.
A month would not be nearly enough.
Catalog Betty's attic.
You wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
No, you wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
No, you wouldn't believe even half the stuff.
Up in Betty's attic.
Up in Betty's attic.
more.
Falls every time, but who's keeping score?
The higher we push,
The tougher it grows.
I built this system.
So I know how it goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Road is a riddle.
Is sometimes seen
Muddle through the middle.
or edge the extreme
Smile all the miles.
in our meta machine.
Just to move the movie.
Just to move the movie on to the next scene.
On to the next.
Cause we all get to give.
We've been given.
Take our turns driving.
Being driven.
One incarnation.
Under facade.
Invisibly indivisible.
Out of our lives.
On board the great vehicle.
Out of our lives.
On board the great vehicle.
We are the bus.
We are the bus.
And the bus is us.
We are the bus.
And the bus is us.
And the bus is us. As we rise to the rare air above it all,
Glimpse a world without any walls.
hung in a harness strung from worn threads, spun from the gold rattling round in our heads,
Mountaintop can be a cold, lonely spot.
calling out to the other dots out of earshot.
Divinity is deafening.
So back to the ground,
Divinity is deafening.
so back to the ground.
Bring to the valley.
All the visions we found
Trip back down.
is an artful slide
Slip in the rush.
and crack open wide,
Wild-eyed rest.
unable to land.
Babbling in tongues.
The babbling in tongues, babbling in tongues, the babbling in tongues. Ba 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 da garata caminaron bronton hauntun aun hudur durnen torna. Babbling in tongues,
None can understand.
none can understand
We all get to give.
what we've been given
Take our turns driving.
and being driven
One incarnation.
under facade.
Invisibly indivisible.
The ride of our lives,
We're out of our lives.
the ride of our lives.
For the great vehicle.
We are the bus,
Are the bus.
we are the bus,
And the bus is us.
and the bus is us,
We are the bus.
and the bus is us.
Thank you, we are.
Have been.
And hopefully we'll continue to be airlift underground.
Did you say auditory hallucination?
Did you say Rorschach humble?
I said airlift underground.
was no time.
Splitting infinity down the middle.
All and nothing intertwined.
Around no body and never mind.
Riding the impossible riddle.
Trillions of wills.
Trillions of will.
Static and still.
Till eternity
Until eternity.
started to spill.
Pressing into spiral shapes.
Chaos ensued.
So chaos ensued.
Orders to fill.
With endless orders to fill.
All aboard.
All aboard. All aboard.
Gyroscope.
All aboard the Gyroscape.
It's the ultimate thrill.
The ultimate thrill.
First there was a moment of silence.
All existence crystal and frozen.
The future universe condensed.
Into a span the size of an ocean.
In the spell of primordial suspense.
With the thunder word was broken.
Splintered into horizon event.
The titans of time were awoken.
We dance a radial radiant.
Launching pyrotechnic explosion.
Mandalas in every direction.
A machine of perpetual motion.
Tick-tocking the clock of the moon.
Tick-tocking the clock of the moon.
Clock of the moon.
And guiding the tides of the ocean.
Pirouetting energy.
On a galactic tilt-a-whirl.
The world is your oyster.
Just don't swallow the pearl.
revolution.
is bursting with change, awaiting the strain.
Holograms today.
In currency exchange
The cursive reiteration.
of space chasing duration.
Wild rock and roll gyration.
It's the ride of our lives,
It's the ride of our
the
lives.
ride of our lives,
Toward a destination.
which never seems to arrive.
Particles of planets
Dance in a ring
slung through space.
on an invisible string.
Everything is twirling.
Everything is twirling.
Music of the sphere.
Everything is twirling.
Music of the spheres.
Wheels within wheels within wheels within wheels.
Turning gears, turning gears, turning gears, turning gears.
The carousels of our day.
Carousels of our days.
The orbitrons of our years.
Always in motion.
Always in motion.
Always in motion.
Yeah, never anywhere.
Yeah,
but
never
here. Always in motion.
Yeah, never anywhere.
But here, but here.
Yeah, never anywhere.
But here, but here.
Pop this hot wood surfing volcanoes.
But only when the lava tides low.
Low, low, low.
Touring Texarkana via tornadoes.
Rumors of ice blue buffalo.
Hitched a northbound balloon and
Northbound balloon.
damn near froze.
Selling kilos of snow to the Eskimos.
Courting the worst case scenario.
Chain gang of leprechauns in tow.
Oh, you have to know.
Have to know.
This ain't my
This
first.
ain't my first
This ain't my first.
rodeo.
This ain't my first.
Rodeo.
Oh, hopping from fiasco
Fiasco.
by freight train.
Or UFO.
Openly incognito.
Yeah, openly incognito.
Oh, not your usual superhero.
Not your usual superhero.
The League of Intergalactic Hobo.
Not your usual superheroes.
The League of Intergalactic Hobo. From Jupiter to Juno,
First Hobos stuck into the status quo.
sowing turbo boosted embryo,
Row after row.
seeds of indigo,
A fast track to tomorrow.
little exploding rainbow,
Tuned to the new age pirate radio.
the age-old show to end all shows.
And we're all coming on.
We're all coming on.
For a cameo.
We're all coming on.
For a cameo.
For a cameo. Oh, hopping from fiasco
The fiasco.
by freight train,
UFO.
openly incognito.
Yeah, openly incognito.
Oh, not your usual superhero.
Not your usual superhero.
The League of Intergalactic Hobo.
Not your usual superhero.
The League of Intergalactic Hobo.
Backbones of voodoo.
Inked with tattoos of Stygian blue.
On a rendezvous to the usual snake food.
At the basement of 23 Skidoo.
Where new planes of existence debut.
Some of you'd faint from the fumes of that brew.
Some of you faint in the fumes of that brew.
Truth you can't help but misconstrue.
Over yonder where the cuckoo flew.
From Sirius.
Over yonder where the cuckoo flew.
From Sirius.
To Timbuktu.
Hopping from fiasco
The fiasco.
by freight train or
UFO.
openly incognito.
Yeah, openly incognito.
Oh, not your
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You spare a thought? Spare a thought?
Sense for the senseless? Logistic tricks.
Animated me.
Neat concrete street.
Follow that clown.
Follow that clown.
The big red frown.
Follow that clown.
Big red frown.
Whichever verb.
Whichever verb.
Does the noun.
Whichever verb.
Does the noun. Knick-knacks.
Triple stack.
Look, I've got eyes.
On the back of my back.
Kicking it air.
Is anything there?
Build a moat.
Round the eye.
Draw the bridge.
Then wonder why.
The fortress failed.
Fortress fell.
The fortress failed.
Edify.
To edify.
Yin.
Yang.
Bing.
Bang.
Sir, you rang.
Hierarchical harangue.
Jump.
How high?
Now scrape the sky.
Birth the sun.
And scorch your thigh.
You're lucky to even qualify.
Trickle down.
Oil spill.
Duck your head.
It's just a drill.
Don't know who will.
Don't know who will.
Pay the bill.
Don't know who will.
Pay the bills.
When we only. When we only.
Work for play.
Work for play.
Jack be shady.
Jack be slick.
Jack ran off with the music stick.
Is half a loaf any better?
Then a half-ass cranial hit.
Well, we've got wax.
Now we've got wax.
Yeah, we've got wax.
And we've got witch.
But the candle won't call it magic.
No, the candle won't call it magic.
If the flicker's in on the trick.
No, the candle won't call it magic.
If the flicker's in on the trick.
In on the trick.
In on the trick.
You say more poison is pure.
No, that's just pure non sequitur.
Now to tell.
A fresh circle of hell.
Are you sure you're sure?
Well, I think the chance is 1 in 10.
Better confiscate their pens.
Now is morphing into then.
Grooving on that grimoire ground.
Slam the gavel.
Jack the hammer.
Correlate.
Related date.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
No, don't stop.
Hesitate.
Just hold your weight.
Just hold your weight.
Just hold your weight.
And activate.
And activate.
Tick.
Tock.
Kick the clock.
Round the block.
That joke's debunked.
The cost is sunk.
Potion's drunk.
On the fast track.
Fast track.
To a cul-de-sac.
In the back of a
Jacked up Cadillac. Be sure your big brake.
Yeah, be sure y'all be great.
Yeah, be sure your big brake. Don't break you right back. Be sure your big brake. Don't
Be
break
sure
you
your
right
big
back. Don't break you right back.
Word salad lightly tossed.
Assonance, the special sauce.
Free silk cliches at half the cost.
Scrabbled Yahtzee boggle.
Rocket moon boondoggle.
Done infraviolet goggles.
Velvet beat baton.
There's your crown peon.
In the Hampton marathon.
For it's half past time.
Half past.
It's half past time.
Minute time.
It's half past time.
Minute time.
Imminent time.
head of thorns.
Beneath a scalding hot pink dome,
Wailing wind in its head ones.
mirage is curdling up with foam.
Mirage is curdling up with foam.
Mirage is curdling up with foam.
The clouds and crowds appeared like smoke.
Where nothing at all should be.
And all at once like a cosmic joke.
And all at once like a cosmic joke.
The shimmering glimmer of destiny.
Dawned a shimmering glimmer of destiny.
It's time.
And it's time.
It's time to break the future.
It had to happen.
Later or sooner.
For the second hand.
The second hand.
The second hand.
Great on your.
Know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
The bellwether chime.
Know your spell well.
Bellwether chime.
It's like they say.
Like they say.
Know your spell well when the bellwether chimes.
It's like they say.
History rhymes.
History rhymes.
Rhymes, rhymes. The ambrosia.
And the nectar flows.
And then the starstruck nine.
Falling from the comet she rode.
Hanging from a dangling vine.
A silent voice was thundering.
In a cadence soft and divine.
And we heard you out here wondering.
Said we heard you out here wondering.
If you can read between the signs.
Can you read between the signs?
Well, the Mobius band.
Got out of hand.
Stripping the fabric from the folds.
When the hourglass ran out of sand.
Told a tale which never grows old.
And told a tale which never grows old.
It's time.
And it's time.
It's time to write the future.
It had to happen.
Later or sooner.
For the second hand.
The second hand.
The second hand is
The great undoer.
so know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
The bellwether chimes.
Know your spell well.
Bellwether chimes.
Like they say.
Like they say.
Like they say.
History rhymes.
Like they say.
History rhymes, rhymes, rhymes. Go pan with a pipe and a plan.
Playing that good old bacchanalian jam.
Keeping shepherd's tones 2 miles a day.
Has droves of dryads come in waves.
Stars about to serpent slides and tar.
Pondering swan songs down from the stars.
Drawing each breath toward that which inspires.
Drawing each breath toward that which inspires.
Rolling through ragas.
And rolling through ragas.
Which never expire.
Rolling through ragas.
Which never expire.
Which never expire.
Shiver rocket skins with all 6 limbs.
Eating up on singularity's rim.
Drumming out the dead in single file.
Drumming out the dead in single file.
And chugging soma.
Chugging so
And
much.
chugging soma.
Like it's going out of style.
It's time.
And it's time.
It's time to write the future.
It had to happen.
Later or sooner.
The second hand.
The second hand.
The second hand.
Great undoer.
The second hand.
Great undoer.
So know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
Yeah, know your spell well.
The bellwether chimes.
Yeah, know your spell well.
Bellwether chimes.
Cause like they say,
And like they say.
it's time.
It's time.
Time.
It's time to write the future.
It had to happen.
Later or sooner.
For the second hand.
The second hand.
The second hand.
The great undoer.
The second hand.
Great undoer.
So know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
Know your spell well.
The bellwether chimes.
Know your spell well.
The bellwether chimes.
Cause like they say.
It's like they say.
Cause like they say.
History rhymes.
Cause like they say. History rhymes, rhymes, rhymes.
I had this thought.
I have this thought.
About this thought I had.
I have this thought.
I had this thought about this thought.
I have this thought about this thought I had.
What would happen if I said?
I wondered what would happen if I
had
said
this thought.
about this thought I had
Had this thought.
inside my head. What would happen?
Happen.
What would happen
If I said.
if I said go ahead and think it through.
It's a knot.
It's a knot
Which won't untie.
which won't untie. It's a knot.
Which won't untie.
There seems to be no way to know
Really know what I mean?
if you ever spied the spiral glow.
See what I call green.
We're a story told in alphabet soup.
With just enough ink to link the chain.
Just a group of strange loops.
The void
Could not contain.
could not contain.
Could not contain.
So I found this Escher in Pandora's box.
Under piles of mind-bending paradox.
Time-traveling grandfather-killing clocks.
Irresistible forces.
Irresistible forces.
And immovable rocks.
Irresistible forces.
And immovable rocks. It was an Escher.
But not just any Escher.
It was a sketch of Escher.
As Escher does.
Dig, it was an intricate picture.
Escher drawing every Escher that ever was.
Escher drawing every Escher that ever was.
Yes, Escher drew a time machine.
Functional in every way.
Illustrating and reiterating scenes.
Whatever he drew on that day.
It was a nested set of images.
Showing Escher as a spectator
Considering infinite visages.
of the self-generating creator.
Well, my first thought was to dive right in.
But the second was more clever.
So I grabbed my collection of Escher's prints.
Without a third thought whatsoever.
And he didn't seem surprised when I arrived.
A tourist on a trans-temporal hike.
But when he saw what I'd brought along,
Yeah, when he saw what I'd brought along,
oh hell, MC Escher dropped the mic.
he dropped the mic. What have you done? He demanded.
Demanded of me.
This intrusion is unauthorized.
You have broken the laws of causality.
You have broken the laws of causality
And violated my copyright besides.
and violated my copyright beside.
There seems to be a way to know.
If you can really know what I mean,
If you've ever spied the spiral glow.
or even seen what I call green,
We're a story told in alphabet soup.
with just enough ink to link the chain.
Just a group of strange loops.
Just a group of strange loops
In the void.
could not contain.
In the void.
That the void could not contain. Well, the strangest part is this living thing.
Hardly seems natural at all.
These strings of code self-replicating.
On this suspiciously habitable ball.
Which comes first?
Thought or the word.
The seed or the tree?
The egg or the bird.
What sounds do they make?
None are ever heard.
What a vision is seen.
Vision is seen.
What a vision is seen
The blueprint is blurred.
when the blueprint is blurred. There seems to be no way to know
You can really know what I mean.
if you've ever spied the spiral glow.
Or even seen what I call green.
We're a story told in alphabet soup.
With just enough ink to link the chain.
Just a group of strange loops.
Just a group of strange loops.
Just a group of strange loops.
In the void.
Could not contain.
The void.
That the void could not contain.
Alright, in case you missed it before, we are
Have been
and hopefully going to continue to be Airlift Underground.
Airlift Underground. Did you say auditory hallucination?
Now, what's an Airlift Underground anyway? It sounds
That's
kind
the
of
pressing
weird.
question. Did you say Rorschach mumble?
Very suggestive without being meaningful.
Good mumble to you.
It's really not sure what you're talking about. Mojo in the hole.
Hi, Mojo in the hole.
Heavy spells getting sprung.
Heavy spells getting sprung.
From the bottom of my soul.
From the bottom of my soul.
To the tip.
To the tip. To the tip of my tongue. From the bottom of my soul.
From the bottom of my soul.
To the tip. To the tip. To the tip of my tongue.
It's been quite a blast.
Been quite a blast.
Ringing in my ears.
Still ringing in my ears.
Call for the pack.
Last call for the pass.
Through.
Coming through. Loud and clear.
Through.
Coming through.
Loud and clear.
Just who I've been.
Who I've been.
Is wearing thin.
Is wearing thin.
Serpent shedding.
Serpent shedding.
Another skin.
Another skin.
Go ahead.
Reset button.
Go ahead.
Reset button.
And start and start and start all over again.
Farewell, you forlorn fantasy.
Dreams from disappearing years.
Lose the you who used to be.
Lose the you who used to be.
Slip in.
Slip in.
To a brand new gear.
Slip in.
To a brand new gear.
To a brand new gear.
Cells of cell.
Chipped away. Chipped away.
Collapsing walls within.
Clearing out all the yesterdays.
Clearing out all the yesterdays.
So tomorrow
And start to begin.
can start to begin.
That's who I've been.
Who I've been
Is wearing thin.
is wearing thin.
Serpent shedding.
Serpent shedding.
Another skin.
Another skin.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
Start and
Start and start all
Start
over.
all
Start
over again.
all over again. Start and start over again.
Draw a deep breath and descend from 10.
10 powdered kegs of dynamite at night.
9 novas erupt.
8 awakenings crackle in dawn.
8 awakenings crackle in dawn.
7 civil speak. 7 civil speak. 7 civil speak. 7 civil speak. And then they are gone.
And then they are gone.
Start and start over again.
Trace time back to its origin.
It began, oh I lost count.
Very long ago by all accounts.
Everything happened,
Everything happened.
everything happened,
Who knows when?
everything happened.
Who knows when?
So start and start all over again.
Start again.
But we're still in initiation.
On the wings of incantations.
For dreams and regeneration.
Spring-loaded cobras ready to dance.
Spring-loaded cobras ready to dance.
With any who dare.
With any who dare.
Take the chance.
To take the chance.
That's who I've been.
Who I've been.
Is wearing thin.
Is wearing thin.
Serpent shedding.
Serpent shedding.
Another skin.
Another skin.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
And start all over again.
And start all over again. Cause who I've been
That's who I've been.
is wearing thin.
Is wearing thin.
Serpent shedding.
Serpent shedding.
Another skin.
Another skin.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
Go ahead.
Hit the reset button.
Go ahead. Hit the
Reset button.
and start all over again.
wonder.
Who scattered this trail of silver?
And crafted raft after raft to save.
Some unknown swimmer in the river.
He knew you'd one day crest this wave.
A dreamer and devoted great worker.
So eyes on the prize.
So eyes on the prize.
Gems that flicker.
Eyes on the prize.
Gems that flicker.
They're visible only to the wild and brave.
They're visible only to the wild and brave.
They're visible only to the wild and brave.
Trust the current.
Who trust the current?
To deliver.
Who trust the current?
To deliver.
We can conjure what you crave.
It works as well without a wand.
The power is in the wave.
A little help from great beyond.
So count those shells you've saved.
If you trust your motivation,
Just redeem all your misgivings.
just redeem all your misgivings.
Yeah, just redeem all your misgivings
On the way to
manifestation. Just redeem all your misgivings on the way to manifestation.
Whistle blows echoes of laughter.
Chugging on levity's elevation.
You won't find what you're after,
In any book of incantation.
or into that which makes you whole.
Now that's your destination.
So bring your body, mind, and soul.
Oh yeah, bring your body, mind, and soul.
Bring your body, mind, and soul
together at manifestation.
Together at manifestation.
Yes, let's get this wish.
Manifestation.
The Electric Express.
Manifestation.
No need to guess.
Manifestation.
Go east,
Go west.
find manifestation.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
You manifest.
Just bring your best.
Manifest. Conjure just past any juncture.
Where you have taken a sacred position.
Evoke the stop that never stops.
In the space between transitions.
So all aboard this train of thought.
With an ephemeral ticket which can't be bought.
No guessing what it might be worth.
The midnight special to manifestation.
Midnight special to manifestation.
Bringing dreams all over the earth.
The midnight special to manifestation.
Bringing dreams all over the earth.
So let's get this switch.
To manifestation.
Electric Express.
To manifestation.
No need to guess.
About manifestation.
Go east.
Go west.
Manifestation.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
To manifest.
Manifest.
To manifest.
Rolling on wonder.
Rumbling thunder.
Engine driven.
By the fire within.
Fueled by the soul.
And hidden by skin.
Fast track.
To where it all begins.
Breath at the core.
The original spin.
Sometimes the schedule runs a little late.
And the train arrives in a different state.
The itinerary frequently fluctuates.
The itinerary frequently fluctuates.
En route to manifestation.
So let's get this wish.
To manifestation.
The Electric Express.
Manifestation.
No need to guess.
Manifestation.
Go east.
Go west.
Find manifestation.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Manifest.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your best.
Just bring your
To
best.
manifest.
To manifest. Abracadabra.
Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you very much for joining us here at the Oddfellows International Order of Oddfellows in this beautiful, strange building where so many odd things have surely transpired. We are grateful to be among